I think that what people want right now more than anything, and why it's gotten to this, I don't know, is just authenticity. Well, my name's Chris Distefano. I'm a stand-up comedian from New York City. I was a physical therapist, and when I quit my physical therapy job to pursue a career in stand-up comedy, it was my dad who was like, listen, I know you don't have any money right now. You're taking a huge risk by, gambling this career choice, but you can live with me. You can live in my basement, and you don't have to worry. Like, I will support you. I was fortunate where I was able to turn it into a living relatively quickly because of MTV. I was on these MTV shows, Guy Code and Girl Code, and they caught fire quick, and I was able to kind of get out there, start to establish myself as a comedian. I did David Letterman, I did the Comedy Central half-hour special, I did Comedy Central hour specials, I did Guy Code, I did Girl Code. All these things were great. They really were great. I'm very fortunate to have them, but they didn't sell any tickets. The measure of a comedian for success in this business is, the business side is, do you sell tickets or not? You got a lot of people out there, they got movies, they got TV shows, they don't sell any tickets. So it's like the industry saying yes, which is powerful and you need that, but the people are saying no. You want the industry and the people to be both saying yes. And for a while, I had one and not the other. I feel like it wasn't until I made a decision to put my career in the hands of my fans and not the industry is when my whole life started to change. So I give a lot of credit to guys like the Joe Rogan, who's kind of made this for us, by us mentality amongst the comics to say, we're not saying anti-industry. I'm not saying that at all. I have things in development with the industry. I have a special right now on Hulu, so shout out Hulu, shout out Disney. I'm a very appreciative of them, but I'm like, hey, you don't control or dictate my career anymore. I can put things out on the internet and let the people decide. I think that what people want right now more than anything, and why it's gotten to this, I don't know, is just authenticity. And I think you've seen how disingenuous a lot of the media has been and how they've cut edited things to make people look a certain way or say a certain thing. And you can't do that on a 3-hour unedited podcast. Like, you can't be disingenuous with Joe Rogan. It's just not possible. You will get hung, like you'll hang yourself with your words. Like, you can't do that it's very easy to get a message across. It's very easy to be funny and get out the exact sentiment that you want to say and be interesting in 5-minute clips. That's very easy. Everybody can do that. That's why TikTok, comedians get very famous on social media, because it's just 1-minute clips. But go watch someone unedited for 60 minutes. That's where the real talent is. That's where the real person is. And that's what podcasting has done, is it's this unedited 60 to 90 plus minute interviews where it's like, even with editing, you kind of can't fake a person's personality. Like, you're going to see who they are. And that's why, of course, President Trump won, because we saw him on the long form podcast and we were able to make a decision, right or wrong. It doesn't matter. It's like, we saw who the guy was more than the other candidates, because they didn't agree to do, they didn't want to do the media you're supposed to be doing now, which is, if it's not podcasting, that's fine, but it has to be some kind of long form, unedited live interview. It has to be, because we just don't believe it the other way anymore.